Jedi. Hey bro, we covered a lot of ground today. E-Blues Fest. So we start in the open position. Make sure your ring fingers line up at 3 so that your fingers line up nicely. And this time we'll add the second octave. Run that a few times. Make it nice and cozy. Then run the octave scale. Let your second finger do most of the work. Now the static. And work your way back down. Okay, that's the open position in a nutshell. And then so we looked at some licks from that. We looked at this one, the open high E and the double pull off. Now the same lick with a bend instead of a double pull off. Okay, we talked about different ways to play unisons. You can unison the high E with a bend or a slide. You can unison the B the same way, bend or a slide. And then we reviewed the classic lick, the triplet lick. And the version of that with the slide. Sorry, that was shitty. Okay, we talked about Hey Joe in this context. It's almost kind of like a turnaround, again. We talked about other turnarounds, the Taj Mahal turnaround. Again. Woke up small, had them space, play the E and take a riff. Same thing whenever those long E's come. Play a turnaround or play some improvised licks in those spaces. Then we looked at the same type of turnaround, starting with the B, going chromatically down to the G sharp, but played in sixths. That time we substitute for the little tag at the end. Okay, and then you could do the thirds turnaround the same way. Again, you're always starting with that B and doing some riff off of it. That's one I copied from Roadhouse Blues a million years ago. Okay, so that's the first page. And then we started to talk about pride and joy, and we reviewed your blues scales, your major blues scales, which 2, 3, 4 is the chromatic passage. That's E, A, D with the B shift there, and G. Okay, and so the pride and joy riff is this, with alternate picking. There he would actually do the long turnaround, but before I do that, let's look at his intro lick. Unison on E with the second finger, and then strumming like a chord. Now a third, major third, back to the unison, hard stop. That's his intro. And then he starts the chip. So it's... from there, and then you get his longer, more difficult turnaround, which I'll play slowly. Starts with broken thirds. that's a pretty easy part. This is where it gets a little dicey. So it's hammer on, chromatic D string, down the blues scale, trill. So when you come down the blues scale, linger on the A, E, and then the triplets stopped. So when you get to that part of the blues, you're doing so that's that. Take that one slow. It'll teach you a lot once you get it right. And then I said at the end that you could transfer as much of this as possible into the 12th fret position. On that high octave, you want to bandish your pinky. And do the active and the static. I try to rework the turnarounds here, you know. The 3-note E chord is just a major triad like that. And then the E7, you can just do a 3-note one like that, or you could do C4. Or that one's really fun here. Etc. You could even do the long Stevie Ray Vaughan one. You could go. Sorry.